News Radio 700 WLW.
Oil prices are falling. It's around $70 a barrel right now, and continuing to drop. We're starting to see, and I know the president's a little upset about this, starting to see a little bit of relief at the pump. Maybe not the amount we should, considering what oil is costing. Of course, there's always an excuse, right? There's always the this and the that, and the lag between this time and that. But I think everyone's hopeful that at some point, prices are going to fall a little bit, but when will that be? And joining us right now, we always love having him on the show. He's an economic strategist, Dan Varroney. Dan, welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be back.
Absolutely. So Dan, you heard us talking there. Oil is, price per barrel is starting to fall here. I guess the first question is, when do you think we could start to see the price at the pump drop a little bit, and maybe why hasn't it dropped any more, recently?
So here's the way it goes. Gas prices move like an elevator, right? And they're sort of quick to go up on the way up and slow to come down on the way down, and here's why, right?
Yes, well said.
So here's the issue. The issue is that the stock that's at the gas stations right now has been paid for at the higher price. When that stock is exhausted, and the new stock will come in at lower prices, and that's when we'll begin to see what I would call the much lower price gasoline. But now that I've said that, let's first celebrate the great news. Gas prices have now fallen for 5 consecutive weeks. The national average has dropped from about $4.51 a month ago to about $3.92 today. That's a 60-cent decline in 13%. That's meaningful relief as we head right into a busy travel weekend and the summer holiday season. So for those who aren't celebrating, there must be something wrong with them, because this is great news. And it's great news because oil goes into almost every product category in the United States. And what this means is that as we get into the end of the summer and into the fall and the holidays, we're going to see prices drop again. So we're going in the right direction. And from my perspective, all of us drivers dodged what could have been a much more expensive 4th of July.
That's for sure. So one of the reasons why gas in the elevator went up so high is because of the Strait of Hormuz and the Iran war and things like that. How is it going so down, which is great news for all of us? How is it consecutively going down if the Strait of Hormuz is still closed?
Excellent question. So here's the answer. So right now, we're in what's called an excess demand situation. You've got China and others have gotten their supplies that they've needed from other sources. So as Iran is shipping their oil out of the Strait of Hormuz, there's not a lot of demand for it per se. At the same time, we've been pumping a lot of oil. So I would say right now that supply is exceeding demand, and that factor in and of itself is causing the prices to drop. So the drops we're seeing now are about the supply-demand issue. The drops that we see later on will be the actual lower cost issue.
Dan Varroney is our guest. So Dan, okay, let's say gas continues to drop. That's a very good thing, and that was kind of one of the cornerstones of why Trump was so adamant about one of the first things he did is open up the fossil fuel industry and get gas prices down, and that would, because everything needs to be shipped somewhere, that costs gas. When do you think we will see that those lower gas prices translate to lower costs of goods, if ever? Or is anybody ever going to say, oh, well, gas is a little bit better now, we'll take the price of meat, we'll slash that by 10%, or are we kind of stuck here for the time being?
So we just talked about gas prices, elevator up and down. So if gas prices move like an elevator, then grocery prices move like an escalator. And it's going to take a bit more time. And it's going to take a bit more time because the supply chains need to catch up with the lower costs. That's what's holding back those prices. So what I want to do is I want to exempt meat or beef from that category. So I expect we'll see food prices as the kids head back to school. We'll start to see some drops as we go out to buy our Thanksgiving turkey and our Christmas hams. I think that we'll see the food prices drop more appreciably.
Awesome. And Dan, real quick before we let you go, how's the market doing today? I haven't had a chance to check it out.
Listen, the market has not only had a great day, it's had a great first and second quarter and a great first half of the year, and tomorrow kicks off the second half of the year. And I'm going to just give you a heads up. Keep your eye on tomorrow, the ADP private jobs numbers and then the BLS jobs numbers. I'm expecting a big positive report, which will be a big shot in the arm for the economy.
Awesome.
That would be fantastic.
That would be
well, Dan, listen, always great information. If folks want to find out more about you and what it is that you do, where can they go?
They can go to potomaccore.com or danielvarroney.com, and look forward to hearing from them.
All right, Dan, you're the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.